Here I am. Stand by because I'm doing something that I don't need to do because I'm an idiot. But I'm doing it anyway because I can. Ah, which one do I want to use? Which overlay do I want to use? I'll use this one. This one's very old. This was when I was like thin. I was lean. What about this one? Yeah, I'm thin. Was. That's when I was a wrestler. Never mind. Uh, let's pick a random one. Actually, we could just remove the overlays. Not that I need it anyway, right? This profile pic is good enough to use. Anyway, I did set up everything and shit that I wanted. I do want to talk about a few things because I'm bored. I decided to go live again because why not? That's just the way I do. We gotta go live sometimes to talk about things that don't matter to us. Technically they do, but that's just the way we are. Some of us just want to go live. One of the things I want to talk about is Karmela Harris. The one thing is I've been seeing on Twitter a lot lately is like Trump's in trouble or some shit like that because of her like for some odd reason like they'll say things like Trump sounded gloomy or he couldn't hear something therefore he's going bad or some shit. I personally don't know, but that's just what I see. But one main thing takeaway is that he's in trouble because of a Kamala Harris turnout audience, right? So her rallies. This is funny because like one of the things that was pointed out by people is that it's actually AI generated. So apparently like she's AI generating her audience just to make it seem like she's more popular than she already is. Right. So this is my thinking. Like, okay, so if they're doing that, if they're just lying about their audience and shit and the rallies and shit, just to make it seem like fucking like they're winning at all, which is also bizarre because after Trump responded to that, saying, "Well, I get 10 times more than that. I even have more than like Martin Luther King or some shit," and they're like, "Oh, how dare he? He's a child for saying such things or something like that." He's a child after comparing Carmela's AI people audience to his. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the things they did. The things they did. I didn't even think they would even try to do that. But that's the news. Kamala Harris has AI voting for her, I guess. Don't ask me. I'm just explaining this shit. That's. I honestly don't know why people are going all over Twitter, like posting that shit, like Kamala is gonna win and some shit. To be quite frank with you, if she wins, it's obviously fraud. Nobody takes her seriously. Like they'll go on Twitter and talk about how Trump sounded gloomy or bad, or he couldn't hear something, or Kamala's winning. Look at the audience and shit. I guess they just never seen Trump rallies. Quite frankly, it doesn't shock me that I haven't. But that's just sign thing here. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. Honestly, I just know I'm just gonna talk about it. Talk about a few things. That's just one thing to get out of the way. Kamala's campaign and shit. There's plenty more to talk about, but I didn't set up too many things within the description, so I'll just talk about what I wanted to talk about. Quite frankly, I'm not. I don't think I'll go even remotely too long. I think I'll at best go 30 minutes, maybe an hour if I'm lucky. But off of that, let's talk about Trump. And I read something about this because, like, this is like prior to the Trump assassination attempt or something like that. Because it turns out, like, I'm gonna go off of like retention span because I didn't pay too much attention to it, read to it too much. But if you recall, like back in 2016, he paid off of Hooker or something of not to come out and say he had sex with him, right? And that was, and there was agreement like media wouldn't talk about that after the election. So there's that. So they bring it up again prior to 2020. Well, not prior, but before the 2024 election. They bring it up again, and now the prosecutors are like, he paid off a woman who he had sex with to conceal his true nature, or recorded something to conceal a payoff's true nature, or some shit. Which is I can only read briefly, but it doesn't really make too much sense. But this is only from brief reading. So, from my understanding, the prosecutors are trying to prosecute him off of a white collar crime, which can't really be proven a felony, even if they were to prove that he paid somebody and lied about it. I don't see that as somehow you can convict somebody of a felony. Don't get me wrong, a white collar crime like that could be a felony, but paying off somebody just to say you didn't have sex with the guy is, I mean, like, and he just said that wasn't the case. I mean, even if you were to prove that, I don't see that as a legitimate thing to convict somebody with. That is like, at best, maybe a fine, but I don't see that as a felony. It's just I don't know how else to put it. Like, I'm not sure what they're trying to go for. They're acting like this man wasn't just somebody just didn't try to kill this dude. But don't get me wrong, I'm still planning on making a video. Honestly, I think it's a good time now because they just simply just stopped. If they are continuing at all, it's just not talked about much anymore. The investigations were shit. I think I could just start doing reading now and just fucking put everything together and talk shit about it. Because, and at this point, I think I could make a better deduction on what went down. Nobody really is making a deduction yet. I will. Yeah, but there's that. Now, as far as what I think it goes, let's just give a take or two about the assassination attempt. Now, believe it or not, there is a recording of two bodies being dragged out of the people supposedly who tried to kill Trump. And yet they're trying to say it was a 20-year-old who apparently liberals say liked Trump. It was a guy who liked Trump who tried to shoot him, which is weird. I just don't understand the logic between this, because the same kid they're accusing of doing it said he's neither for Trump or Biden. It's confusing, but the same person they're accusing of, despite they already got two other guys, they dragged bodies away from the rally or some shit. Also claiming the guy flew a drone 2 hours before the rally. So like they just fucking let it go and shit. Yeah, obviously this was a inside job. They just kind of winging it at the point. Do I just like sit here and just just stream and talk shit or some shit? Because I don't want to do that. Especially if I don't have anybody to engage with. It's gonna be hard just to talk about nothing. Although I could do that. It's more so the fact that I don't want to be talking so much. Especially the fact that I only like have 0 views. Well, 2, but 0 nonetheless. And I only talk about like 2 things: Karmela Harris and her fake fucking audience that apparently is getting Trump all worried. And then there's the Trump thing where they're accusing him of some paying off a girl with the sex thing, and then been like, he's concealing his true nature. Whatever that nature is, you're gonna have to prove the intent there. And even if you were to prove the intent, it's not really. it's not really, I don't know how to put it. It's not really based off of anything outside of the fact that he paid off a woman to say, "Hey, don't say I had sex with you." And they had to wait up until like after like 2016, the election of 2016, to even do it, which wouldn't really make much sense either. Like, she just got the pay and decided to say it anyway. Meh. I guess she got her money's worth and her fame. Good for her. Although nobody really knows who her name is. I kind of saw her name, but chose not to remember it. I kind of chose not to remember the whole thing. I just wanted to read off of what kind of was the story and kind of read what the prosecutors were trying to do. And what the prosecutors were just trying to do was say he just tried to conceal his true nature. And he falsely said what the real payment was or some shit. Yeah. Don't. This is just how it is. Hold on. Yeah. Anyway. On to pro wrestling. Now there's that. Wow, this is going to be a short stream. Yep, short stream, bro. Alright. I did make a video on Cody Rhodes. So I made a video on about that. Go check it out if you have the time. It's a good video. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be ranting in that. Funny enough, I was dumb enough not to make it a premiere. Then again, it's still a good video nonetheless, but should have made it a premiere. But when I made the video, I was just basically talking about how Cody Rhodes' title reign sucks. Yeah, I think I made a point across. But let's just talk about pro wrestling in general. I don't like the fact that people say it's a booming period. It's not. AEW, WWE, pro wrestling nowadays is freaking in a gutter. Nobody normal watches it anymore. There's lightning going on inside of my house. But that's not. But either way, I just wanted to say this about pro wrestling. Cody Rhodes' story sucked. Cody Rhodes sucks. Nobody wants to see him in the ring anymore. And that being said, there's that. I should play a song. Hold on, let me go find it. I'm gonna go find it. And you're gonna enjoy the song that I play. Because it deserves a song. I think this one. I'm gonna upload a CM Punk one. I really like the CM Punk one. It's gonna be good. It's royalty free, by the way. You can play that on your streams, videos if you want. Not that it matters anyway, because like I'm low and I'm not gonna get big anytime soon. Not that it matters either. I don't care for the shout out, although that'd be nice of you if you did. If you decided to play on your stream, your videos. Okay. Either way, royalty free. There it is. I got it uploaded. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Men can be women, women can be men. Don't act like I'm 10, I will say it again. CM Punk is a tranny lover. He's easily trapped, he's a sucker. He will make you suffer for not supporting men beating women. He doesn't care if they go after children. He likes them young too, just listen. Look into his eyes, it is all written. Down in NXT, being a predator, like a trans on the regular. Do these monks really like this wrestler? Stop virtue signaling, you straight edge meth head. Your body is walking, talking, breathing, rotting flesh. Hosting supported trans, hoping to be liked for the internet. Go to rehab, you shit talking, attention seeking interloper. Shut up, focus on increasing your stuff. He really deserves to be snub. We should keep them away from clubs. You like trans, you like them young, hide your kids from the trans, here they come. CM Punk a sissy for rights for all who are scum. CM Punk supports men beating women in sports. With the reports, he's into women with swords. Stop virtue signaling, you straight edge meth head. Your body is walking, talking, breathing, rotting flesh. Posting support of trans, hoping to be liked for the internet. Go to rehab, you shit talking, attention seeking interloper. Stop virtue signaling, you straight edge meth head. Your body is walking, talking, breathing, rotting flesh. Posting support of trans, hoping to be liked for the internet. Go to rehab, you shit talking, attention seeking interloper.
Alright, that's that. I got like a few more of it. Yeah, do you hear me? Yeah, I think you do. Hold on, let me check. I don't think my mic is working. Oh, it is. Good. You got me worried for a second there. I thought my mic stopped working, but it started working again. Good. I've got another song uploaded, but I'll play that later. I think I can go a bit longer. Never mind. Actually, I don't think I can. It's a bit late. We'll go a bit like, Mo, hey browser, I haven't watched wrestling since after the pandemic. Well, neither have I, honestly. Honestly, I stopped watching wrestling before the pandemic, but I kind of just kept up every now and then. I'm trying to find reasons to like play songs and go longer because I've already talked about things I wanted to talk about, like the Karmela Harris and the the AI generated audience, and also the Trump and the sex bullshit thing of the prosecutor saying he concealed their true nature, and pro wrestling and Cody Rhodes. I've made this video on Cody Rhodes. Well, check that out. I don't like I said, I don't think I should expect anything from it at all. Even the wrestling games are lacking. Yeah, I don't play the wrestling games. Last wrestling game I played that came from like WWE was 2K22. That was alright for what it's worth. Or was it 2K23? I don't know. I think it was 2K23. That was an alright game, but you kind of were limited with the story mode. It was fun overall. Speaking of wrestling games, play Wrestling Revolution if you want a good wrestling game nowadays. Yeah, wrestling games are so bad, AEW is giving their games away for free. Who would have thought? Browser Mega 190 1994, huh? I think I've seen you somewhere. I don't remember where I've seen you in chats before, but welcome to this chat, along with two other guys that were here that decided not to message. I don't blame them. It's just something to listen to. I mean, like, I'm just doing an almost late night stream. I got really nothing else to say. Well, actually, I do. I just kind of wanted reasons to go longer, but at the same time, I got nothing else to say. I want to go longer because I wanted to hang out. And a lot of guys, I can't expect too many people to come in, honestly. And I don't blame them. It's just, I just want to stream. I want to do something. I forgot to premiere that last video I did, which is fine, but should have made a premiere out of it. Well, there's Cracked Man Punka got uploaded. I can play that too. Let's play this one.
said the king. A bad is so easy to decimate. Act so tough, act so renegade. So fragile it leaves people dismayed. Guessing it's too expensive for an upgrade. A body weaker than one that has decayed. A fragile body is fragile as a porcelain vase. As intimidating as a kitten in a too tough guy overrate. Not even joking, the guy is so easy to break. He will injure his own damn crotch trying to procreate. In the darkness he roams, bearing wounds, silent groans. See that body's so damn fragile. Keeping it together is a hassle. Fragile as a sleeping paper castle. In a goddamn one-on-one battle. CM Punk is so flimsy. Always so damn stingy. He's just weak, put simply. Does anything active, body pays dearly. He thinks he's strong like a grizzly, but he's weaker than a little kitty. Man, it's a pity, always trying to hold himself together. It's just silly. Struggling to find a way, day by day in disarray. See that he's so very fragile. Keeping it together is a hassle. Fragile as a sticky paper castle. In a goddamn one-on-one battle. See that he's so very fragile. Keeping it together is a hassle. Fragile as a sticky paper castle. In a goddamn one-on-one battle. And so the king. So easy to decimate. Act so tough, act so renegade. So fragile it leaves people dismayed.
Man, not too bad, isn't it? I think it's really good. Yeah. I'll go submit more up until I call it quits. Because, like, hey, if I got nothing else to say, there's no reason to keep going, right? Right. So, on to pro wrestling, I'm just going to say a few more things. Roman Reigns returned and outdrew everybody, outsold everybody. There you go, that's another guy who at least made it big after being booed for 10 full fucking years and now is more over than everybody else. Cool. And John Cena is going to have his retirement match at WrestleMania 41. I think it should be against Randy Orton. Watch fucking Triple H book Gunther against him. It'd be fucking funny and stupid at the same time. What else? Trump might win the election. He might not. Karmela might just cheat to win and people pretend she's a popular gal, but she really isn't. There's that. And one more thing before I leave. I went 25 minutes. Nice. Next time I'll be able to go longer. I'm going to close out with a JD song, Loves Triple H.
I'm coming out with another track about fan of a man who clearly hates blacks. This isn't a song that is just talking smack. I make a song dedicated to a short stack. Hello JD, you like my first song, little bro. That was about you being a sad boy, yo. Sucking off H like no tomorrow. You a hoe, don't know you're saving it, blackface, you slow. Saw you on Twitter saying her business couldn't get over. Under Vince in 2023, no that was H freeloader. Claiming Vince was running, you a H cost blower. What will it take for you black and gold man is a bad booker? A man can't stop riding him, someone please hire him a hooker. To fit in everything Pete Triple H does, man you a sucker. Stop screaming on YouTube over wrestling, always venting. I'm sure your mother is proud of you, your brain is melted. The guy trashes Vince and Bruce gladly with a burning passion. He hates them badly, won't give fakes the same criticism, that's his daddy. Always praising Triple H, man, JD is so manly. He screams about needing new stars, all angry, but doesn't want Braun to win over Sammy. JD the grifter being called out, that dumb fatty. Always opening his little mouth, it's H's personal alley. Always out and ready to shout till H gives it to him finally. What will it take for you black and gold man is a bad booker? Man can't stop riding him. Someone please hire him a hooker. Defending everything Bane Triple H does, man, you a sucker. Stop screaming on YouTube over wrestling, always venting. I'm sure your mother is proud of you. Your brain is melting. JD will always be a sad boy. All the money he eats is made of soy. Triple H Meter is his favorite toy. 'Cause he swings that way, he should go well.